Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to the plant room. In today's edition, I want to talk to a plant that I don't see very often, although now I think I've started seeing them a little bit more because there's a variegated version. But leave me with the true old and green. Love the way she looks. We're going to be talking about the Monstera laniata. Had to think about how to say that. I didn't want to mispronounce it. If you like that type of content, stick around. All right, as I mentioned, we are going to talk about the Monstera laniata. Try to say that 10 times fast. This is my baby right here. And yes, it is a Monstera. And when I got her, she was very juvenile. She didn't have any fenestrations. This plant has been brought down, taken back up, brought down, taken back up, and now she's off in La La Land over there somewhere. But I don't understand why more people don't have this plant. Now, I don't know how the variegated version of this plant actually behaves. You know, variegated plants can be a little bit more difficult, but this one has been easy peasy for me. I've had this plant for about, I want to say 2.5 years. It's one of the first plants that I bought. And I bought it because I saw it on somebody else's channel. You know how they influence us, and I'm not trying to do that. But I am trying to highlight the fact that this is a Monstera that's a little bit different from the Monsteras that we're accustomed to. Now, this plant started out originally in a different room when she was a baby on top of a stand, getting light from overhead. And when we started this plant room, she moved here. She has been in this position ever since this plant room has been put together. She survives on the light that she gets from above, which right now is being kind of blocked by this guy right here, this Jerry Horn, but she still seems to be fairly happy. What I have noticed about her is that as she's getting bigger, I think she needs to be upsized only to increase the pot size. I'm not planning on chopping her or extending her or any of those good things. She just needs a bigger pot because I've had to water her more often. And if you look at her right now, her leaves look a little droopy, which tells me that she's a little thirsty. But this plant is actually potted in just a chunky soil mix. When I put her in here, at that time, you know, like everybody else, right? You watch all these videos. This was even before I started making videos. You know, I would watch what everybody else was doing. So this soil mix is kind of different. It has leca, it has perlite, has a little bit of cocoa chips. It has, it's actually soil. Yeah. And it might have some charcoal. I don't remember if back then, those many years ago, I was using charcoal. But she's been doing fine. I haven't given her any extra care, any extra treatment. She just lives in here. Now, the condition or the way it grows is going to depend on your environment. This plant room in the summertime, like right now, it is 67% humidity in here, and there is absolutely no humidifier running. So that's just the natural humidity in here. And I think it has to do with the volume of plants that are in here that's keeping that humidity high. But I don't do anything extra for her. She gets the same treatment everybody else gets. She gets fertilized with every watering, and I water from the top. She's got a 16-ounce bottle on the top, and she gets that filled twice in order to moisten the entire pole. She lives in a weird mix that I learned very on in my plant mommy, you know, career. And yeah, I think you would actually, so I'm not trying to plant peddle. You guys use your own judgment. But if you're a Monstera person, this is one that you might want to add to your collection. What's really cool about her is that her fenestrations are along the mid-rib of the leaf. They're not like our other Monsteras. monsteras that fenestrate on the outside, you know, like the fenestrations are here. Her fenestrations are all along the midrib of that leaf. And it's different. I think that's what I like about it. It's just very, very different. I would highly recommend this, even to a beginner. I think that this plant is beginner friendly. You know how I feel? If I prefer to buy my plants when they're small. This pretty girl has been with me for about 2.5, 3 years now. She was very small when I got her, and I would highly recommend her to a beginner. I think that if you can grow a monstera, even if you can grow like an Addisonii, you will be fine with one of these plants. And I think what's different is that she's different, right? She doesn't look like anything in your collection. She doesn't look like an Addisonii. She doesn't look like the mini monstera. She's just different. So that's my rant on this plant. I think that she's highly underrated. I think that she would make an awesome addition to your collection. And I absolutely adore mine. You know I'm a leaf girl. So these leaves are just absolutely gorgeous. So let me know if you've got a strange monstera or a different plant that seems to be underrated and nobody is growing. I'd love to hear what you have in your collection. Don't forget, guys, like, subscribe, and share. Leave us a comment. I'd love to hear what you got to say. Talk to you real soon. Bye.